it's Coach Trisha, and today we are going to be talking about carbohydrates. And I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons I think it's great to watch your carbohydrates. And I'm going to give you 5 of my concerns regarding the low-carb diets. So let's talk on the other side. If you've tried to lose weight and get in shape, and you're still not where you want to be, I'm here to tell you, it isn't your fault. There are a lot of shiny objects out there. Everybody wants to help you lose weight. There's lots of diets. The high fat, the low fat, the high protein diet, the low carb diet, the eat more diet, the starve yourself diet. You just want to get healthy and look better. And most people don't start because they don't know where or how to begin. Or they've failed in the past and they just don't want to fail one more time. I'm Coach Trisha, and I'm here to help you make sense out of nonsense. Every week, I'm going to be your personal coach, and I'm going to train you the simple strategies of creating lifestyle habits, nutrition, fitness, and mindset. And I'm going to teach you how to have fun and get sassy at any age. For me, sassy means lighthearted, irreverent, crazy, thinking outside the box, young at any age. We just don't take ourselves too seriously, but we're loving, supportive, kind, and helpful. Come and join our community. Together, we are going to get you into the best shape of your life for the rest of your life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we have a great topic. It's carbohydrates. Carbohydrates? We're talking about carbohydrates, yes. So number 1, let's discuss exactly what is a carbohydrate. A carbohydrate is one of our 3 macronutrients. 3 macronutrients. Yes, we have 3 nutrients that your body needs a lot of. Okay, carbohydrates is one of them. Hey, Lisa. Carbohydrates is one of them. So we have 3 macronutrients: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Those are our 3 carbohydrates that your body needs a lot of every single day to stay healthy. And today our focus is carbohydrates. Okay? And the reason that we're talking about carbohydrates is because there's a little bit of a misconception about whether carbohydrates are good or carbohydrates bad. And so I'm going to try to clear that up a little bit today. First of all, your body needs carbohydrates, okay? Your body needs carbohydrates because this is where we get our energy. We get our energy from carbohydrates. And if you've ever been on a low-carb diet, you know what I'm talking about. You don't have a lot of energy. And the other reason that we need our carbohydrates is because this is where we find our fiber, this is where we find our vitamins, and this is where we find our minerals, okay? So carbohydrates are good, okay? So don't ever let anybody tell you that carbohydrates are bad. But watching your carbohydrates can be a good thing. And so today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why it's great to be concerned with how many carbohydrates that you're eating. And I'm going to also give you 5 reasons why I think that there's an overabundance of caution about carbohydrates, and sometimes it can be a bad thing watching your being concerned about how many carbohydrates you take in. All right? So let's start with our first list, and this is the 5 benefits of thinking about carbohydrates. Number 1, whenever you think about anything that you're putting in your mouth, it's a good thing. Thinking about what you eat is a good thing. Whether it's thinking about carbohydrates, thinking about protein, thinking about fats, thinking about it is a good thing because it causes you to be conscious about what you put in your mouth. Okay, so that's a number 1 good reason. Number 2, thinking about your carbohydrates is a good thing because there are carbohydrates that you should be avoiding. Okay, there are carbohydrates that have a lot of sugar in them. And we definitely want to be thinking about how many bad carbs we are eating. And that would be the cookies and the candy and the cakes and the muffins and the rolls, the dinner rolls, and the white rice and things like that. So it causes us to think about how much we're eating of those bad carbs, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3, when we think about how many carbohydrates we eat, we tend to eat way less sugar because that's carbohydrates. Sugar is a carbohydrate. So when we're thinking about carbohydrates, we are definitely thinking about, should I have that cookie? Should I have that cake? Should I have that candy? Okay? So that is a good thing. When you start to think about eating sugary cereals because you're eating low carbohydrate, then you tend to not have some of that stuff you shouldn't have in the first place. Okay? Number 4, when you are watching your carbohydrates, you tend to eat more protein. That's a good thing. Eating more protein is very, very important to stay healthy. And most of you are not eating enough protein in your meal plan. Okay, so watching your carbohydrates causes you to eat more of the good stuff, which is protein. Okay, so more protein. And number 5, when you are watching your carbohydrates, you do tend to lose weight, and that's a good thing. Okay, so all of those 5 things are definitely reasons for you to watch your carbohydrates. So you're thinking about what you're eating, you're avoiding the bad carbohydrates, you're getting a lot less sugar, you're eating more protein, and you will tend to lose weight. So let's talk about the reasons why I'm going to caution you about any kind of a low-carb diet, okay? First of all, you know Coach Trisha does not like diets at all, okay? I'm not a big fan of any kind of diet. I want you to learn how to eat healthy for the rest of your life, okay? We're going to develop habits that you can incorporate into your day every single day for the rest of your life, okay? So we won't need to do diets. We won't need to do that. But here are some of the concerns when I look at some of these low-carb diets. And the only thing people are concerned about is how many carbohydrates are in what they're eating. Here is the issue. People tend to then lump all carbohydrates together, and they tend to think that all carbohydrates aren't good. And that's not true. Okay, remember at the very beginning, I was saying that carbohydrates are good. They're one of the macronutrients that we need a lot of every single day. And so, in fact, many people say that 50% of your calories should come from carbohydrates, okay? Coach Trisha, what I recommend is anywhere from 35 to 45% of your calories come from carbohydrates, okay? But all carbohydrates are not made the same. And so we want to make sure that we understand those fruits, the vegetables, your legumes, those are your good carbohydrates, and you want to make sure that you have incorporated those in every day, okay? Every day. Number 2, when people are on low-carb diets, they limit their carbohydrates. Therefore, they are limiting their vitamins and their minerals. And you need vitamins and minerals every single day, okay? This is one of the things that keeps us healthy, all right? It keeps you from getting sick. It gives you energy, all right? It allows you to do all of those things that your body needs to do every single day. So you definitely need vitamins and minerals, okay? And when you're not eating enough carbohydrates and you're on a low-carb diet, you tend to not get enough fiber. And when you don't get enough fiber, guys, your digestion is going to go all wacky, okay? You are not going to get that stuff moving through your body like you want to. And then this is where I start to hear the complaints of constipation, all kinds of, bloating and, digestion issues. And it's because you're not getting, one of the reasons is you're not getting enough fiber, okay? Number 4, one of the other reasons that I caution people about a low-carb diet is that you tend to then eat more fat, okay? You tend to eat more fat. And we definitely want to make sure that you're not eating too much fat, okay? When we look at the percentage of calories for each of those macronutrients, Your fat is only 20% of your calories, okay? 20% of your calories. You don't want to increase that number. You want to keep it right where it belongs. Your protein is going to be anywhere from 30 to 35% of your calories, and then your carbohydrates are going to be, 35 to 45. Some people even 50%. If you're super active, a lot of athletes need a lot of carbs because of the energy they need. All right. So low carb diets, people tend to eat more fat. Okay. And especially in a long term lifestyle, this is not a good thing. And number 5, if you are low on carbohydrates, you'll notice this right from the very beginning. Your energy is just so low. Okay. You are just dragging without those carbs. So just remember, the moral of the story is that you want to learn the difference between good carbohydrates and bad carbohydrates. Your good carbohydrates would be your vegetables, your fruits, your legumes, those kinds of things, quinoa, brown rice, potatoes. Those are your good carbohydrates. Your bad carbohydrates are the obvious, and that would be your cookies and your candy and your cake, and all of those like white muffins you get at the restaurant, all of those kind of things. You guys, if you never had those again in your whole entire life, I would not have a problem with that. I wouldn't, okay? So just remember, carbohydrates are one of our 3 macronutrients that you need a lot of every single day, and they're very, very, very healthy. All right? So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey there, thanks for listening. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe below. I know it's tough to figure out the right nutrition plan and exercise routine that works for you. I don't see that many coaches teaching about sensible nutrition. After years of being on yo-yo diets myself, I got sick of gaining and losing the same pounds. Most coaches have been recycling the same new revolutionary diet to people for decades. It's time to make sense out of nonsense, and that's been my mission for the last 17 years. So whatever you want to lose, weight, inches, or just that sad feeling you have right now, go over to www.letsgetfitandsassy.com and join the next free 5-day Lose It Challenge. You're going to learn how hundreds of people have joined our movement and are now getting in the best shape of their life for the rest of their life. And we're going to have fun. Once again, that's www.letsgetfitandsassy.com. I'm Coach Trisha. Let's do this.